they can get through my tanks by the fact that Leica reduces their defenses. Alright, give me a minute, getting call. Alright, nice win. I got a call from my father. He's here at home for a quick visit. So I'll go on my snack break, like a little bit earlier today. I'll do my snack break now, so I can continue and finish later on. We have a great shop, so that's no problem. We'll be very strong. Never did not, yeah, never did not. Very good now. We're doing good now. We're doing good. So I'll leave you guys here for a bunch of minutes, like 5 or 10 minutes, and I'll be back later on. We can go on with this run. Let me put up the break sign. Let me remove my face. I will mute myself. I'll even do a little commercial if you want to stay around. That will help me out in my career. So see you very soon. Sorry guys, I'm back. So, where did I leave you? There I am. Hi, Furtive Jack. Welcome back. Liked your recent guide on Reddit. Thank you. Good morning, BedX. How's it going? How are you doing, guys? I was on a small break because my father came in to visit. So, are you running Frost 4+1 team on purpose now? I am running 4+1 on purpose, yes. This is one of the exceptions to the general rule where you want to try to go 5 of the same faction for the better bonus. But in this kind of composition, I'm running an illusion sensor, which is, I don't know if you know, but it's an artifact that does rely on the fact that your team has to stay alive, and then the sensor will deal damage over time and kill the opponent team. So your goal is just to stay alive as long as possible. And unfortunately, I mean, the best faction to do that, in my opinion, is Wilders. Because you're packed with 2 healers, Diamond and Hewin. So you have 2 healers to stay alive. Unfortunately, Wilders only have 1 real tank, which is Granny Daney. And for this composition to work, especially on the maps that are open and there's more than one lane in which opponents can attack you, if you only have 1 healer, one tank, sorry, sometimes you kind of suffer from the fact that from another lane they can go to your backline, and if they reach your backline and kill your healer, you're done. Like, you don't do anything anymore. So in general, I found out recently that this pick was very good, especially because if you think about these 2 tanks in particular, Granny Daney, sorry, when she ulties, she has self-healing, right? She regenerates health. And Lumont does have a self-healing and self-shield ability. So the 2 combined are, in my opinion, are the 2 best tanks that you can have on the field for these exact reasons. So they keep themselves alive. In the meantime, your healer will help, and you just have 1 free spot in the comp basically. So you have to run 2 healers and 2 tanks, and then you have one which is like your damage dealer. Yesterday evening, I tried out a new composition. It was an illusion sensor. We made 9 winners, and instead my extra unit was a Lucius, which is another defensive unit. I played Lucius with hunting armor, and also that one worked pretty well. So I was lacking damage because I went to 9 winners, but I drew 8 games. In my run, there were 8 draws because I couldn't kill the enemies. Because I had no damage. So in general, I just prefer Florabelle because she does have stun and access to the backline of the enemies, so she will deal damage to the backline, which is awesome. Now, only thing we're missing really is godlike items or go for mythics. So I'll buy anything I see that is interesting here. For example, Fire Dance is very good on Florabelle. I think I can just skip it for next round. If I don't die now, because I'm on 1 HP unfortunately, so this run is a little bit shaky. So if I can survive, Fire Dance is going to be very, very, very cool. What are exceptions for 4+1 can you think of? For example, I offer Rowan for the energy related like late Larkspur. All right, let me think. 4+1 exceptions. So one exception that is always there is whatever you are running. If you find a Fire Dance and a Riz, you can play Riz Fire Dance with whatever else is there, right? So Riz Fire Dance is the first exception. Now, am I gonna lose to Riz Fire Dance Gruggly Mask opponent? Probably, right? That's probably what's about to happen to me. What I can do is I'll try to put my units there. I don't know, here. Yeah, I want to see. Yeah, I have to have Hewin in the back, so. So Riz is one exception. Which other? I can answer you in a second. I hope there's no risk Fardens, right? If there is, then so be it. I don't think I can beat that guy. I will go in my spreadsheet and look if I have... oh, there's risk gaze. It's not risk Fardens, it's just gaze, but we lose anyway, right? Yeah. The healer dead. Yeah, this is exactly what happens when you... Yeah, what I told you, right? Risk extra immediate damage. Risk immediate damage is just insane. Unfortunate, we got killed on 4 by Risk Gruggling. Like, Gruggling Risk is definitely one of the things you, with this team, you cannot beat. Just fighting after 4 wins is very tough though. Like 4 wins Risk Gruggler is kind of impossible to beat, I would say. This team is just like, it just disappears from the board. So let's fill up the spreadsheet here with the -7, I guess, because it was the same result, right? Okay, this was a sensor. Wilder splashed, and it was Hewin, Lumont, Lorabelle, Granny, and Damien. So they were legendaries. And I had Stalwart, Exquisite, and then it was Exquisite Crimson. Okay. The thing is, had I won one more, I had a Fire Dance for my Flora. That's a good one. But unfortunate. So let's see, to answer your question, I go in my Explorer, right? My Explorer will tell me when I splash things. So let's see, when I splash Light Bearers, and let's put this at 1400. So it has to be played at a good elo, right? Played at a good elo with a good result. So Immortal Flame, all right, yeah, Immortal Flame for sure. Do you know what Immortal Flame does, the artifact? It's like a little chandelier. This is one of the cases where I splash Hewin very, very successfully. I think it's very good to splash healing there. I usually don't splash, right? But when I do, that's one of the cases. Okay, because illusion, the Immortal Flame is one of those where you want to cast as many ultis as possible, which is another one of those where you want to stay alive as long as possible. So Hewin is a very good pick. So if you're playing Immortal Flame with Rowan in the Light Bearers package, then putting in a healer like Hewin is very good. Then let's see, Wilders. When I splash Wilders, it's Immortal Flame, Immortal Flame, Immortal Flame, Immortal Flame, Immortal Flame. Illusion Sensor, because I had a Lumont, right? I had a Lumont in Illusion Sensor, and that was a 9. This is another Illusion Sensor Lumont. Unfortunately, this time I tried the same Illusion Sensor Lumont, but went bad. So my last 2 were not as good as these 2, right? I had 2 9s, but then a 1 and a 4. That's sad. And then there's this Breeze Rider. Oh yeah, Sylvina. Okay, Sylvina, yeah. So in general, Sylvina is a very good splashable. So you see, what the faction can miss on is huge amount of damage or huge amount of healing. So in general, what I like to splash as a 4+1 is the healer on a faction that didn't have it, or the high damage dealer on a faction that didn't have it. Let's see on Graves what I splashed with. We can even do this, right? We can even say good ones. So Glowing Blossom, and I was splashing Hewin. Okay. Crimson Gem, and I was splashing a Granny Daney. Oh, I remember this one. It was Chat. Chat told me that I should play with Granny Daney because I got it in the beginning, and they were like, please do it. So I did it, and it was a 9 win. So it was even high elo. So I mean, it was kind of working. And also Pale Crown. What did I splash on this Pale Crown run? Oh, I splashed Wrist Fire Dance in the end, like I told you. If you find Wrist and Fire Dance, it was just to demonstrate to the game developers that even if I had a Pale Crown composition that was perfect, you see, Igor Bone Amulet, Sylvina Mask, Salazar Hunting, Cecia Gaze, and Carolina Hunting. I found in the end, I found the wrist fire dance, and I just went wrist fire dance to show them that this should not be possible. So that's what I liked to splash in the past, with some success. Although you see little results there compared to all the runs I do. So in general, we talked about splashes and it was a bunch of options. I have 262 runs recorded here, and there were like probably, I don't know, 40, 50 with a splash. So in general, I just like look at my Wilders games. Look, I can scroll for a lot, right? And I don't like to splash in general. GB, look, I play full GB many times. So the splash is really a particular thing I don't encourage unless it's very, very key. Now, this is what you were talking about, for example. An energy artifact where Rowan is present, and you could be splashing a Rowan to have even more energy, right? This Blossom is one where I would play Rowan Hewin and then 3 good units with good ulti. You just need a ring. If you play with the Exquisite Leather, the blue ring, Rowan with this and leather does go to ulti very quickly. I feel like trying out this Glowing Blossom. Now, something I could be doing, just for fun, is this. I could go in Explorer, say Glowing Blossom, say I want games where I went at least 20 pointers, okay, and I see what I played, right? So in the past, I was, okay, 1700, 1900, 2000, not bad. Not recent, but not bad. So one time I played Wilders, just straight up Wilders, okay. One time I played Graveborns, and it was an 8 win, so not bad. And it was just normal Graves, right? Just normal Graves. And the third time it was Graves with a splash of a Hewin, okay. So this kind of gives me an idea of what I could be doing here. For example, now I see there's a Rowan, but there's also 6 Graves right there. So we know that this can be good if Graves end up being decent. So I would try this one. Perfect, right? Sissy is good. Sylvina does have a bunch of damage early on, which is useful. We need rings though. I like Exquisite Leather now, if I can find it. These I don't really love. Graves, Wonders, Dagger. I mean, Dagger is okay. I could buy a Dagger for my Sylvina in general. I'm not sure that I want to play Sylvina all the game though, because this kind of setup revolves around ultimates and not the Sylvina damage. But okay, let's say I like for the round 1, I like the power, so we'll buy the Dagger. Yeah, Knife on Sylvina. Looks good, right? Looks good. Fragment Bag, okay. So against this, you really want to take the first kill as soon as possible. No, I would not sell this early just for a reroll. I don't think it's super useful. So okay, they have no legendary. I want to jump. I also want my Igor to take some of the first amount of damage, but I don't know where they are. What I could be doing is something like this, for example. 1, 2, 3. I have to Rowan, right? I'm afraid I'm gonna block my Sylvina jump like this, but my team is a bit clunky, so I don't really have a good way to do this stuff. Okay, this is bad, right? It's bad news for me because they have 2 healers. I can jump on one of the 2. So, for example, I could jump on Hewin. I know Smokey's gonna heal her up though.